Hey guys, it's Brian for gumballtech.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the recent iOS passcode bug. Basically, this bug lets you, or this security hole, it lets you get into the phone app on your iPhone even if you have a passcode lock turned on your iPhone. Now, this doesn't seem to work with the iPad or the iPod Touch. It's only the iPhone because it's the only device that can make an emergency call. So basically, what you have to do is at your passcode entry screen, you have to go to emergency call. Then you have to tap the pound key 4 times and then dial it. And then immediately after you tap the green dial button, you have to press the power button on your iPhone 4. And then it goes directly to your phone app. And from there, you could make real phone calls. You could look through your contacts. You could see any voicemail if somebody has any. It's somewhat of a big bug, and Apple will fix this eventually. You can adjust the volume, as you can see here. You can't use the home button for anything. You can't even push the power button to do anything. So if you'd like to get out of the phone app, you have to hold down the power button until you get the power off screen, push the cancel button, and then push the home button, and then it goes back to your passcode entry screen. People think this is a big problem because anybody could really access your contacts and things like that. But basically, it doesn't really matter because you could easily plug your iPhone into your computer and use a program like Diskade or Total Commander, iPhone Explorer, iPhone Browser, iFunbox. You could use any one of these programs that lets you access the file system of the iPhone through AFC or AFC2. iTunes uses AFC, which lets you access the var/mobile folder. So anything in mobile, iTunes is able to access, which is why you're able to install applications and back things up. If you're not jailbroken and you want to use something like Diskade or Total Commander or whatever I listed previously, the only folder you're going to get access to is the var mobile media folder, which has all of your iTunes music, photos, pictures you've taken with your camera, as well as videos, voice memos, and all those sorts of things. I think it also includes notes. So basically, your contacts, your Safari bookmarks, your cache, your cookies, all those sorts of things, those files are stored in var mobile library, and iTunes backs those things up. And also, if you're not jailbroken, if you use iPhone Explorer, you could access the applications folder, which is located at var mobile applications. And this is where all of your App Store applications are stored, as well as the documents, the username and passwords for all of them. There are still some applications in the App Store that don't store your username or password. They just don't encrypt those things. Some of them are stored. Some of the applications store them in plain text. So anybody, whether or not your phone is jailbroken, they could plug it into their computer, use iPhone Explorer, and extract the username and password from a certain application. I think one of the applications that did this a long time ago was WordPress, the original WordPress app. I think they fixed this since then. So that was one of the applications that have your username and password stored in plain text. And people think this passcode bug is a big deal, but getting access to the file system is still much more of a risk. So pretty much what I'm saying is iOS and the iDevices themselves are very unsecure. If you're absolutely worried about security, don't get an iPhone and don't use iOS, because people will be able to jailbreak your device without losing a thing that's already on your device, and they could easily get access to everything you even have on there. And there's nothing you can do about it if it was stolen. So, these devices just aren't safe if that's something you're really worried about. I'm not worried about it. I don't plan on having my iPhone stolen, or I don't plan on losing it anywhere. So usually I don't have a passcode lock at all. This is the first time I've turned on the passcode lock on this iPhone since I've purchased it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back off. And yeah, that's how I usually roll. I just don't use a passcode because it seems to waste time. Because if somebody takes my phone, I know that if they know what they're doing, they can still get access to all my stuff. So there's no point in having a passcode lock. It just slows me down when I need to do something on there as well. So that was my little rant on the iOS passcode security hole that people have been talking about lately. Basically, It's not a big deal in my opinion. There's a lot more worse things that could happen to your device, such as people stealing your photos, replacing them with stupid photos, because they can access your entire photo library and change whatever picture they want. So let's say you took a picture of your car with your camera, they could replace that with the picture of a, I don't know, a tree or something like that, but that's something that people are able to do very easily. So yeah, that was a quick video on all that sort of thing. So if you like, you could leave your comments or suggestions down below. You could also subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw and for other cool content. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you guys later.